Hi, good morning, Greg. Thanks a lot for being interviewed by ideasrevolution.com, my blog. And this is really, truly my pleasure to meet you in person, the creatives behind Lonelygirl15. I think I mentioned to you I wasn't too pleased about Lonelygirl15 when I first heard about the story, all this makeup stuff and whatnot. But after your presentation, I am truly impressed. I'm not completely bought into the thing yet, but I'm impressed by your presentation.
Thank you.
Could you just, for people that don't know or haven't heard about Lonelygirl15, just give us a very brief background of what's the story and in the beginning.
Sure. So Lonelygirl15 is a show, and it's an ensemble cast. There's currently 5 main stars of the show. There's Jessica Rose. There's Yusuf Abu Taleb, who plays Daniel. Jackson Davis, who plays Jonas. Alexander Dreyfus, who plays the character of Sarah, and Becky Krogowski, who plays the character of Taylor. And the essential kind of mythology that we've created for the show is that there's an evil secret society, and they are called the Order, and they have learned something. And what they've learned is that there is a trait in the DNA of one in a million girls, and that trait is very valuable. So the Order has set up this kind of international religion called the Hymn of One, and the purpose of this religion is to set up compounds kind of all over the world, and to, through these compounds of religion, find these young girls, kidnap them from their biological parents, take them and have them live in families of the Hymn of One, raise them to a certain age, like around 16 years old. Until that time, the girls go through a ceremony.
It's quite elaborate, right?
It's quite elaborate.
So in the beginning, the viewers don't know if this is a make-up story, right?
That's correct. From the first video we put out back in June, nobody knew it was a make-up
right.
story.
And I look back the old video, I suppose, I finally realized, oh, okay, so those are the hidden words and whatnot that you guys have already thought of. From the beginning.
Yes, we definitely layered in. I mean, from the beginning when we sat down and discussed what the story was going to be, my partners Miles Beckett, Mesh Flinders, and my wife Amanda Goodfried, Mesh and Miles essentially came up with the story you see today, which is this young girl living in this very mysterious
Your wife
world.
is kind of the voice of Lonelygirl15, right?
She is. She does all the interactivity.
This is from my memory, bad memory now. When I read the Y magazine article, like some people want to actually, once the secret was revealed, people want to talk to your wife as in character, as opposed to be. Go ahead. Busy man.
We'll edit.
All right, let's see.
This is going to be annoying, so I'll shut this off.
All right, that's all right. So this is a creative in action.
There you go. This is a creative getting his alarm call in the morning. Oh yeah. So
your wife is the true voice behind Lonelygirl15, right? Jessica, I think the girl who plays the role doesn't really write the scripts and whatnot.
That's correct. In terms of the writing of the scripts, that's the team of writers, and in terms of all the interactivity, Amanda runs the interactive department, so she runs MySpace pages for the characters of Daniel, Jonas, Bree, Sarah, Taylor. She also runs our YouTube accounts, and then on our website, LG15.com, you can go into the forum and you can have in-character chat with all the different characters. There's a chat room, and Amanda also runs those interactive elements.
Right, and I think you told us yesterday, after an episode, like within hours or something like that, all the transcript is going to be typed up, and then all the analysis are going to be done. Can you share with us a little bit of the process behind that, the thinking behind it? In a sense, I think some TV stations or broadcasters and one are just not used to that kind of things yet. I mean, some are more advanced, of course, but not all.
I mean, we just really kind of stumbled across a community of people who are incredibly passionate about their content, be it our show or any other show. So we basically put the tools out there to let them take the content, to kind of have ownership over it and kind of make it their own. So we have a wiki-style encyclopedia on the site called the LGpedia, where the fans can immediately after the show go and write articles and do the transcripts and find the clues and all participate together to solve puzzles. And it's something that we at first didn't even really know existed. I mean, there's a community of people who play ARGs.
So you guys don't actually play any role in directing or who is the leader or who does what? You try to avoid from that.
In terms of the community?
Yeah, in terms of the community.
Absolutely. We have no guidance over the community. There are people who just have assumed certain roles. There's moderators of the forum. There's people who kind of take their leadership
But they
roles.
self-select, though, right?
Absolutely.
The forum, who is who spend most of the time or knows most, they kind of become moderator.
It is an absolute democratic community.
Right.
So
are there I guess for broadcasters or producers or people who want to try this route out there, are there controversies that you guys ran into, and how did you solve it at the end? Can you give me an example?
I guess, every once in a while there will be people who kind of come across the website who are less engaged in the community and kind of more antagonized people, or you'll even get people who will be harassment issues where someone comes across and starts, flame wars or attacking certain members of the community, and I kind of, oversee all the kind of webmaster, so I'll read basically all the comments posted there, and if there's ever any issues, the moderators of the forum will just ping me and say this person's causing trouble, and I just, use our back end and I'll suspend that person's account or block their IP address or do whatever's necessary to kind of protect the rest of the community.
And the community are okay with that. In fact, the community want that, do they?
Certainly. They all have an ability to send me private messages on our website, and so every day I go on and I check, and I'll have 4 or 5 messages, and some of them are just, hey, how are you? Some of them are asking questions about plot, and every once in a while it'll be, this person's being problematic, can you look into it? And I'll, go there and I'll talk to them, and I'll see if I can straighten it out, and if I can't, then I can block them from our page.
So you're quite responsive in terms of responding to people.
I talk to our community every day, either directly through messages or going to the chat room or posting in the forum new messages and updates, and I need to know what they think all the time and how to respond to them.
Right. You mentioned a bit about the revenue generation yesterday. Can you talk a little bit?
Yeah, we are going to do product placement, so we'll have either brands kind of integrated into the storyline in a really cool way where it kind of feels that the company almost becomes a character in the show. And so we had our first one a few months ago with Hershey's Icebreaker Sours Gum. But before we did it, about 2 months before we're going to sign the deal, once we got approached by the company, we went to our community and we went to the forum and we put up a poll asking people, we're going to do a product integration, you're going to know that we're getting paid to do this, but we're going to do it in as cool a way as we can, so are you okay with it? And over 90% of the people responded saying, yeah, go ahead and do it.
Right.
To us, that was empowering.
With the sponsorship, does it give you guys more resources to tell the story differently, maybe use more cameras and stuff like that?
Exactly. I mean, what we do with any revenue we generate, first and foremost, we're able to pay salaries of actors and get really quality actors and quality directors, and as people see, the cast has gone from 2 people to 5 regular characters, and that takes money to do, but it makes for such a better show.
So I guess you start paying living wages to the leads now, right?
Exactly. We all, the creative team behind it, the 4 of us still have credit card bills stacked to the ceiling, but we're doing what we can to get out of that, and also increase production value. So do better locations. We'll rent a cabin for 3 or 4 days out in the woods, and we'll shoot our videos there, and that makes it really compelling to watch when you get great scenery.
Right. So final question, for those aspiring producer, creator, content creators out there, inspire them a little bit, like tell them what do they need in the beginning, or I guess what you guys use in the beginning.
They need 2 things. They need a good idea, and they need to pick up a camera and go do it. And don't let anyone tell them they can't do it, and don't think for a second that there's barriers or walls around being able to do it, because now in the world of YouTube and MySpace and all these great platforms that allow you to upload your content, and there's so many eyeballs there that if you come up with something interesting and do it well and put it out there, you can attract tons of viewers and be running your own little show out of your parents' house like we do. Great.
One bonus question. So would you ever thought that with your legal entertainment law training background you'd be doing this? And how do you enjoy it?
I didn't really think I'd be doing this. I got very fortunate to kind of have Miles come up with the idea and approach me and ask me to come aboard, and it's phenomenal. I get to work with people I respect and enjoy working with and do something that's, I'm really passionate about.
Great. Thanks a lot, Greg.